What's up, guys? This is Ellie, and welcome back to a Let's Play series of Eagle Eye Mysteries. Let's continue. Jake, what is our case for today? Today's case is the case of the attacking aliens. Case of the attacking aliens. Right, a little bit of backstory. Here we go. Jake, Ellie, you'll never believe what I've just heard. Mark Moriarty and Dave Grant claimed that they saw aliens from outer space at Duffy's barn last night. Aliens? Those two have been watching too many old movies. There's no such thing as aliens, not at Duffy's barn anyway. I ran into Dave as he was leaving football practice. He told me that Sergeant Morrow, his coach, saw the aliens too. He said Sergeant Morrow called his astronomer friend, Dr. Canara, just before practice. He asked her to come meet him at school so they could discuss extraterrestrials. Sergeant Morrow isn't the type to make up stories. Maybe we ought to go and investigate these UFO sightings. Curiouser and curiouser. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 locations to visit for this case. So let's go to and question mark. Get a bit of lead on this case. Mark's always up to something. I wouldn't be surprised if this was just another one of his tricks. Jake, I've never been more serious in my life. You got to listen to us. He's right, Jake. We're not kidding around. Dave and I were out camping in Slater's Wood last night with Sergeant Morrow and some of the other guys from the football team. Around like 9 o'clock or so, we all see some weird lights over by Duffy's barn. So, Dave and I, being the totally brave dudes that we are, figure we'll sneak over and check it out. So we start sneaking over to the barn, and Sergeant Morrow tells the rest of the team to hang out. Man, it was so eerie. The lights were just like big spotlights going round and round. And then all these really bright white lights turn on and we see him. See who? The alien from outer space. Yeah, and that's where you end your story? Mark and Dave have drawn a picture of their alien. It's tacked to the wall above Mark's desk. The alien in the picture is green with yellow eyes. 12 tentacle-like arms extend out from its body. Nobody's going to believe some dumb drawing. We've got to go back out there tonight with my camera and get proof. You're right. Then we'll go to the newspapers. We'll be famous. I can see the headlines now. Brave students stop alien invasion. A pile of comic books and magazines sit in the corner of Mark's fort. They look dog-eared, as if they've been read many times. One of the most recent magazines is this month's issue of Yikes, a magazine that covers horror and science fiction movies. The story inside Yikes features the movie Invasion from the Planet Arg. A photograph from the movie shows an alien that looks a lot like the one Mark and Dave drew. Well, from what I hear, they seem pretty convinced that it was a real alien. Though, of course, Mark and Dave have gotten into plenty of trouble in previous cases. So I'm not sure how much I can trust their words in this one. Hey, Jay Lightfoot must be substituting for Mrs. Garcia again. Jennifer and I love his books. Maybe he can help us find out more about UFOs. Jay Lightfoot. Aliens in Ridgeview? Fantastic! I've done some research into UFOs lately, and there really are some very interesting stories. You see, my last book, Kidnapped to Space, was about a boy who gets kidnapped by creatures from the Andromeda Galaxy. Mr. Starr, the manager at the Egyptian Theatre, helped me on the project. One of his hobbies is collecting articles on UFO sightings. A flyer for the football team's camping trip is tacked to the library bulletin board. Campfire Extravaganza. The Ridgeview Tigers football team annual camping trip will be held Friday through Sunday in Slater's Woods. Contact Sergeant Buck Morrow for sign-up information. Okay, a science book in the reference section explains some theories about extraterrestrials. Although rumors of visitors from outer space have been reported, no scientific proof exists to verify the existence of life on other planets. Most UFO, unidentified flying object, sightings turn out to be hoaxes. Weather balloons, methane clouds, and various other natural and man-made events have often been mistaken for spaceships visiting from other planets. Scientists researching our solar system have been unable to find any trace of even the smallest single-celled life forms on Mars or any other planet. Okay. Not much headway into the caves. Let's head to Kennedy School. Looks like Mr. Sergeant Buck Morrow is there with... Is that a teacher or a student? Probably a teacher. Maybe we can get more down-to-earth answers from Sergeant Morrow, the school football coach. He should be just about finished with practice about now. I know this sounds insane, Dr. Canera, but I know what I saw. It's not that I'm saying it's impossible, Buck, but it's just that as a scientist, I have to maintain a certain amount of skepticism. Oh, hi kids, this is Dr. Canera, the astronomy professor from Mount Vernon College. I was just telling her about the strange going-on at Duffy's farm last night. Yeah, we heard that you, Mark, and Dave saw some pretty weird stuff. What can you tell us about it? I was out camping with some of the kids from the football team when we noticed some strange lights behind Farmer Duffy's barn. Mark, Dave, and I went over to check it out. The lights near the barn were some bright spotlights, like the kind used on search helicopters. Then suddenly out of the light stepped this huge creature. I've never seen anything like it in my life. We started backing away and it raised its arms, I guess, and it came at us. Well, my first thought was to get the boys to safety. They ran like scared chickens, but I rounded them up with the rest of the team and took them back to school. Then I called their parents to come pick them up. I knew no one would believe me about the alien without proof, so I went back to my place for my video camera. But when I returned, the place was deserted. Sergeant Morrow has drawn a picture of the alien he claims to have seen last night. The alien is green and has 6 arms. Dr. Canara. Frankly, my specialty is not alien life forms. As an astronomer, my expertise lies in the study of stars. Today, no one has proven that intelligent life exists on other planets. But if you consider the billions of stars astronomers have discovered, It's possible that one of the planets orbiting those stars may be capable of supporting life. What kind of form that life would take is anyone's guess. Perhaps they may even look like the multi-armed green creature that Buck has drawn for us here. Joy Lightfoot would love to believe that. His newest book is all about UFOs and strange beings from outer space. He came to me for some of his astronomy research. Okay. Case is getting a tad weird. Let's go to Egyptian theater. So basically, we leave the school and we just head straight to the theater. I'm not sure what use will be here. Anyway, if Mr. Star's a collector of UFO stories, he might have some information we can use. Mr. Starr, an unidentified flying object sighting in Ridgeview? Fascinating. I love to interview the witnesses for the Ridgeview Courier. I do a little freelance reporting for them sometimes, you know. This would be great publicity for Jay Lightfoot's new book. I can just see my headline now. Space Invaders in author's hometown. This is just the kind of thing that helps us sell new novels. People will read the story and then they'll want to read the book, his book. Who knows, maybe with all the press coverage, Jay will be able to persuade a big studio to make a movie of his book. There may even be a part for me. That was useless information. What's that about? Trying to travel. We hit these 4 locations. Let's go to Duffy's barn. Checking out the scene of the crime is always important. In this case, it's not really a crime per se, I guess. This talk of space creatures is giving me the creeps. I wonder what really happened at Duffy's barn last night. Farmer Duffy. Aliens? There ain't no such thing. Someone's been telling you tall tales. Now excuse me, please. I've got lots of work to do. Buck Morrow says he saw some strange lights near your barn last night. Did you see anything? If it's just lights that Morrow's worried about, what he could have been seen were the spotlights on my truck. I lent it to Jay Lightfoot last night, and he may have driven it back with the high beams on. The ground, both outside and inside the barn, is covered in footprints. Some of the footprints are small and look like they were made by kids' sneakers. Others are large, like adult shoes. None of them are clear enough to identify. Farmer Duffy's truck is parked back by the barn. The searchlight on top makes it easy to see where you're going in the fields at night. In the front seat of the truck is a crumpled piece of white paper. The slip of paper appears to be a receipt. The writing is illegible, but you can read the company logo. Out of This World Costume Supplies, Mount Vernon. Out of order. Are these all the locations? Egyptian Theater, Kennedy School, Public Library. Did I go to the school? Oh yeah, yes I did. Okay, let's see if we can solve the case. Oops. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 locations all have been hit up. I haven't actually found any evidence that it might be faked. Solve. This UFO mystery is pretty far out, but I think we've got the evidence we need to crack it. Pick the clues that you think shows who's behind the alien invasion. Okay, I think Arm and Dave should be fine. Sorry, Mark and Dave. Yellow eyes and 12 arms. Red eyes with 6 arms. Jason Lightfoot, is that you? Two more clues, Searchlight. Okay, looks like they accepted that. Those are the clues we needed. Now point out who you think is behind the strange happenings at Duffy's barn last night. We have the kid, Farmer Duffy, Buck Morrow, Jay Lightfoot, and a real alien as our guesses. So far, all the evidence points at Jay, so I'll click him. You're right. The alien invasion was staged by Jay Lightfoot to promote his new book. Let's check the evidence. Mark and Dave told us that they saw some strange lights over at Farmer Duffy's place and came face to face with this green 12-armed monster from outer space. Sergeant Morrow said they went to investigate the lights and that Mark and Dave saw, and he saw the alien too. When we talked with Farmer Duffy, he told us that these strange lights that Sergeant Morrow saw could have been the searchlights on the truck he lent to Jay Lightfoot last night. When we examined the truck, we found this crumpled up receipt from Out of This World Costume Supplies in the front seat. Mr. Starr told us that a UFO or alien sighting in Richview would be great publicity for Jay Lightfoot's new book, Kidnapped to Space. Jay Lightfoot must have rented an alien costume and used the powerful lights on Farmer Duffy's truck to scare Buck and the alien. Scare Buck and the kids. He's our mysterious alien. Alright, let's see what news you've managed to dig up on me. Check it out, guys. Ellie made the front page. Another one for the scrapbook. Way to go. That mystery was out of this world. Let's read that clipping. Richview Courier. Local detectives expose author's UFO hoax. The mysterious UFO sightings at Duffy's farm this weekend have been explained by Ellie and Jake of the Eagle Eye Detectives Agency. The young detectives proved that Jay Lightfoot, renowned local author and sometime librarian dressed as a space creature to convince campers that they had a close encounter with aliens from another planet. When confronted with the evidence, Lightfoot apologized. I never meant to really frighten anyone, explained Lightfoot, but I knew that stories of a UFO sighting in Richview would help the sales of my new book. Lightfoot's latest novel, Kidnapped to Space, is available at most local bookstores. And that wraps up that case. It is starting to get slightly harder. So I look forward to having really fiendish puzzles in the future. Right? Do leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you have enjoyed watching this video. Otherwise, thanks guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. And as usual, this is Ellie signing out.